Hi everyone, my name is Jorena, and in case the name and the attire didn't let you in on the secret, I'm a loser. Now, I've been a loser my whole life, but this really became pretty crystal clear to me when I was in college, this one night when I was the designated driver for a frat party. And I had to take these two completely inebriated, beautiful young ladies home. And they were so drunk they were unable to actually coherently order another drink at the party. So my job was to drive them home. I get them into the car, and in the front seat was this beautiful, absolutely stunning black-haired beauty. And in the back seat was this curly-haired blonde with very nice, yes. So as we're driving down the street, the blonde in the back seat leaned forward and said, "I'm hot." Yes, you are, but I was driving a very old Dodge Omni stick-shift car that did not have an air conditioning. So I had rolled down all the windows and I told her, "I'm sorry there's no air conditioning, but I can drive a little faster for you and let the wind, hit you so that you are a little cooler." Okay. Now, front seat girl at this point leans over to a friend who was leaning forward and says, "I think this guy is cute." So back seat, she was very drunk. Backseat girl, who was also drunk, says, "Well, if you think he's so cute, why don't you thank the cutie for driving us home?" Then she leans back. Front seat girl looks at me and says, "I think you're cute." No doubt. "I think you deserve a reward for driving us home." Now at this point, in my head, I hear something, and it goes a little something like this. "Touch her boobies." Who is that? "I'm your libido. I'm supposed to take over at this point." I'm not touching her boobies. That's great. Maybe she just wants to give me some gas money. You pussy. Now at this point, front seat girl, she gets this big, excited look on her face, and she goes, "I know what I can do. I can give you a blowjob. I give the best blowjobs you can ask anybody." Now, this sounded really good, but to be honest, all I heard was, "give you a blowjob," because at that point, a bra went flying past my face and hit my rear view mirror and got stuck there. I could no longer see out my rear view mirror. Now, I don't know about any of you, but when you're doing 65 down the street and a bra with nothing in it passes you, you begin to get a little curious as to what might be happening. So I turn, and what do I see but backseat girl free and clear, bouncing in the back seat, swaying, just flipping around in the wind. I'm a little excited now. That's good stuff. So, now, in my head, a rational voice pops in and says, "Hey, this is all going pretty well. Why don't you slow it down a little? You're driving it awfully fast." So I go, "Okay." And I reach down and grab my stick. Stay with me. So I lean down to grab, I reach down to grab my stick to change gears, and that happens to be the exact moment in time that front seat girl wants to thank me. She leans over and starts undoing my belt. Now this has two immediate reactions to me. First, I can no longer shift gears. I can't move my arm. I'm now trapped underneath the body. Secondly, I have the following conversation in my head between my rational brain and my libido. "Dude, we're getting some. Aren't you a little worried here?" "No." "Why?" "Well, just bear with me. We've seen a lot of movies, right? And there are only two types of movies that start out this way. Porno." Yeah, porno, yeah, that would be my first choice too. But there's another one. You know what it is? Soccer porno. That's still porno. Come on, it's a horror movie. Single guy, two girls, lots of action. I'm afraid that there's a guy with a machete. He's going to pop out any second and kill him. "You drive a hatchback, you idiot." Oh, that's going pretty good. So So now I'm pretty excited. She started to undo my belt when I glance out my side view mirror and I see something flying out the window. It happens to be a dress. Now, I'm curious. I want to know what's going on back there, so I turn and look. And there's a backseat girl, and the rest of her has joined the bouncies. So now I'm pretty excited, and I feel my pants starting to come down. So I snap back to reality because I want to be there for this. The front seat girl gets my pants down to my knees, and then she starts reaching in for my underwear, lifts them up, just about to pull them down when she freezes. This is not good. And then I hear three words. Three words that nobody in this kind of situation wants to hear. You know what those three words are? I feel funny. Now, my rational brain is kind of freaked out by this, but my libido is going, there's still time to be touched. Push her head down. All she's got to do is breathe. That's all I'm doing. Okay, maybe. But then I'm caught by something happening behind me because there's a backseat girl. She's starting to do a little jig. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm intrigued. Then I lean back forward, and here comes front seat girl, and she has definitely frozen, and she says three more words that nobody wants to hear, but every woman in here knows these three words. You have either heard them or said them before in your life. They have different reactions between men and women. She said, hold my hair. Now, as a guy, my first reaction is, abort, abort, abort! This is not a drill! Grab some booty, jump from the car, go, go, go! But bless her heart, her friend, who remember was so drunk that she had stripped down naked and thrown her clothes out the window of a complete stranger's car while he's driving her home, is suddenly stone cold sober. She reaches forward, grabs her friend's hair, puts it into a little bun, and pulls it back. Now please, keep this image in your mind because it's the last one I really want you to have with me because it's right before I'm a real loser. I am a man with my pants around my knees, a woman's head in my lap, and her naked friend is holding her head in my lap. That's a porno. Unfortunately for me, it turned into The Exorcist. Because this girl in the front seat did not just throw up. She projectile vomited so hard it hit my steering wheel and splashed off in all directions. She got my door, my windshield, the dashboard, my steering wheel, of course, and then she got me from the lower half down. It was going down my legs, pulling into my shoes so that when I would walk, it would make the squishy noise. Very nice, isn't it? That's wonderful for me. Now, front seat girl then sits up. She doesn't have a drop on her. She's completely clean, hair and makeup. Everything's perfect. I didn't know whether I should applaud or just vomit on her to make it feel better. So she looks at me and she sees I'm covered with whatever she threw out of her, and she goes, I'm really sorry. I just wanted to thank you. Do you want me to continue? So, rational brain says, hey, libido, what do you think? No, man, I'm done. And I go, I'm sorry, you and your friend have thanked me enough, don't you think? What do I hear from the back seat? But I feel funny. Thank you very much.